on one bulb, 12 volt. There's a resistor already put in there, so it's already pre-wired. You can see here what I did was I took an old yard lamp, took the housing from that, taped it onto a inside there's actually the old wiring, actually the extra wiring from a power supply for my computer. The bulb's prongs just happen to fit perfectly inside there. I'll show you a shot of that. And then once I wired that on there, right now this one's not finished. I just temporarily have it clipped on to the battery, positive and negative, to light it up. But this one is complete. You actually may be able to see right there. There's that. We'll use the light from one for the other. You'll see there that's being held on by a rubber band. These are all parts from an old outdoor LED solar unit that was broken and was really garbage, but I reused it. You can see there is the wire for or from the computer backup. I snipped all the ones I didn't need to use those wiring for other things. Just have two running up here. I even used the housing, and that one's fully wired to be a clamp, so you use it in a car or anywhere where 12 volts on a battery are accessible. They're actually very bright. They fill the whole room really nicely, especially with two here. It does the trick. I might do some lighting demos. I also took an old battery operated camping light, and the batteries had corroded over and it's pretty funky, so I threw the bottom away, cut the bottom out, and wired on some wiring to have it as a either in car or anywhere where there's a cigarette lighter. You can plug it right in now, and it's running one of these bulbs. I left it on all night and it didn't change my battery voltage at all. Right now my battery voltage is low just because I've been doing stuff all day, but it's at 12.6 volts right now. It's also been really cloudy, so I haven't had additional charge, so I'm going to have to turn this guy off soon. But you can see it's not running off this inverter. These lights are directly powered DC, 12 volt off the battery backup, and fairly easy to turn off if I needed to. And then I just clamp that on for safety, and you can see these things are very bright. And I'll have, like I said, I'll link all the information and descriptions in the video notes below. This is just an update. I haven't done anything on my solar for a while. I've been experimenting with a lot of stuff. You should be getting more from me soon. Other than that, funding, I can't really expand, so right now I'm going more recycled route. These lamps, you could wire them up to daisy chain them if you wanted to. 12 volts right off of it. It's no waste of electricity for the conversion. $2 the LED bulbs, bright and already used. I mean, wiring them up like Christmas lights, maybe even build enough of these housings. Now, this isn't weather tolerant because there's a gap in here and I'd have to seal it, but it is useful in a power outage scenario. Like I said, it ran all night long. It lit up a whole room. If I made 5 of these, I could light up every room in my house all night long, and not have to worry about any sort of uncomfortable feeling from anyone. I apply the camping light I made has a switch on it, so it's easy for anyone to use if they just want light, flip on, flip off. They don't even have to worry about it. These ones I can make plug right in. You can have it in a car if you had to bug out in your car or something. You can just plug it right in, have light in your car. No heat to these. These are like really very, very, very low heat. You can say none, but there is a little bit of heat, but nothing that could even burn you or hurt you in any way. Definitely no fire hazard, other than that you're playing with a live 12 volt system. But inexpensive, reliable, useful, wonderful additions. I've seen people say, well, why don't you just use your solar yard lamps? And that's great. This is just a way to use them when they're busted and they don't work anymore. You know, you can take them apart, add this simple $1 or $2 addition and make it a very